Friday the 16th of July, 1943. There was a break-in last night, a real one. This morning, Peter went down to the warehouse and saw that the doors were open onto the street. We stayed quiet and didn't use any water or do anything to make a noise. We waited until 11:30 when Mr. Clayman came upstairs. He told us that burglars had broken in and stolen some money. Luckily, they didn't find much, so they soon went next door to look there. The Allies are arriving in Sicily. Monday, the 19th of July, 1943. A lot of bombs fell on North Amsterdam on Sunday. Whole streets went in the raid, and they can't even dig out all the bodies yet. They've already counted 200 people dead, and many more are hurt. The hospitals are full. Monday, 26th of July, 1943. There was a terrible bombing raid yesterday. It started at about 2:30 in the afternoon. Margot and I were upstairs, but the guns were so loud that we went down again. The house shook, and the bombs kept on falling. I was holding my escape bag, but walking on the streets is as dangerous as an air raid on the annex. I know that I can't really leave. After half an hour, the planes flew away, and the smell of fire was everywhere. There was thick smoke over the city, like fog. Later, after dinner, there was another raid. The bombs came down again like rain, and we heard from British reports that Schiphol Airport was bombed. We could hear the noise of the planes all the time, and we were very frightened. My legs were still shaking when I lay in bed that night. At midnight, more planes. I ran to Father's bed and did not fall asleep in my own bed until 2:30. But at 7 o'clock in the morning, we heard some wonderful news about Italy. Mussolini has gone, and the King of Italy is leading the government there now. Tuesday, the 3rd of August, 1943. We just had a third air raid. I am trying to be brave. Mrs. Van Daan used to say, "Let them fall." Now she is the most cowardly of us all. She was shaking like a leaf this morning, and even burst into tears. Our bodies are very stiff now. We stopped our exercise program a long time ago. Friday, the 10th of September, 1943. Every time I write to you, something special has happened. Usually it's unpleasant, but this time it's wonderful. The news was broadcast that Italy is out of the war. The British are now in Naples. The Germans are in North Italy. But there is some very bad news too. Mr. Clayman is going to have a very difficult operation on his stomach, and he'll have to stay in hospital for at least 4 weeks. He's so brave. He's always cheerful and smiling, although he's usually in pain. Friday, the 29th of October, 1943. Mr. Clayman is out of hospital now, but his stomach is still bad. He had to go home again today because he wasn't well. Mr. Van Daan has sold his wife's best winter coat. She wanted to keep the money to buy new clothes after the war. Mr. Van Daan could not make her understand that the money has to be used for the annex. They shouted and screamed at each other. It was terrible. I'm okay, but I'm not hungry at the moment. People say, "You look awful, Anne." Sundays are specially bad. It is deathly quiet then. I feel as though I'm being pulled down into hell. I'm a bird without wings who can't escape. A voice inside me cries, "Let me out! I want to go into the fresh air. I want to hear people laughing." I don't answer the voice, but just lie down on the sofa. Sleep makes time go more quickly. Wednesday, the 3rd of November, 1943. We've decided to start our fire at 7:30 on Sunday mornings instead of 5:30. I think it's dangerous. The neighbours may see the smoke, and what will they think? The curtains are a problem too. They cover the windows completely, but sometimes someone here will decide to take a little look outside. Everyone complains, but the answer is, "Oh, nobody will notice." That's how things start to get dangerous. We are not quarrelling so much. Only Dussel and the Van Daans are enemies at the moment. Dussel talks about Mrs. Van Daan as "that stupid cow," and she calls him an old woman. Monday evening, the 8th of November, 1943. We all have different moods here, up and down, and my mood is sad now. Miep says that we are peaceful here, but it's like a small circle of blue sky. We 8 people in the annex are in that circle, but all around us are dark clouds and danger. The circle is getting smaller, and the darkness closer. If we could fly up into that blue sky, into heaven. Oh, circle, open wide and let us out! Sunday, the 2nd of January, 1944. This morning I read through some of the old pages in my diary. I was very ashamed when I saw what I had written about Mother. Why did I feel so angry then? Why did I hate her so much? It was true that she didn't understand me, but I didn't understand her either. I'm older and wiser now, and Mother is not so nervous. We try not to quarrel with each other, but I can't love her like a child any more. Thursday, the 6th of January, 1944. I realized what's wrong with Mother. She says that she sees us more as her friends, not her daughters. That's nice, but a friend is not the same as a mother. I think the changes in my body are wonderful. Whenever I have my period, 3 times now, it's like a sweet secret inside me. There is pain and mess, but I look forward to it again. I need a friend, and I'm going to try Peter. I want badly to talk to someone. I had a chance to talk to him yesterday. I looked into his dark blue eyes, and it gave me a wonderful feeling. That night in bed, I cried and cried. Must I ask Peter to be my friend? I don't love him, but I do need him. If the Van Daans had a daughter, it would be just the same with her. So I've decided to visit Peter more often, and to make him talk to me. Wednesday, the 12th of January, 1944. I'm crazy about dance at the moment. I practice my steps every evening, and I've made myself a modern dance dress from Mother's clothes. I tried to turn my tennis shoes into dance shoes, but it didn't work. All the exercise is helping. I'm not nearly so stiff now. Saturday, the 15th of January, 1944. I won't tell you all the details of our quarrels in the annex, but we are not sharing our food in the same way now. We've got our own stores of meat and oil, and we even cook our own potatoes. Mother made a wish. I don't want to see Mr. Van Daan's face for 2 whole weeks. Unfortunately, her wish is not likely to come true. Does everyone who shares a house become like this? Or are we just unlucky? Thursday, the 3rd of February, 1944. Everybody is thinking about the Allied invasion. What will happen to us if the British invade Holland? The Germans say that they will let the water from the sea into the country. Each person has his or her own idea. We'll have to walk through the water. Don't be silly. We'll have to try and swim. We'll swim underwater, and then nobody will see that we are Jews. Oh, rubbish! Can ladies swim when rats are biting their legs? Next question. When the invasion comes, will the authorities make everybody leave Amsterdam? We'll leave the city with all the other people. No, we mustn't go outside. The Germans will send everyone to die in Germany. All right, we'll stay here. Let's ask Miep for some extra blankets and some more food. We've got about 65 pounds of beans at the moment and 50 tins of vegetables. What's in the stores, Mother? Tell us. 10 tins of fish, 40 tins of milk, 3 bottles of oil, 4 jars of butter, 4 jars of fruit, 20 jars of tomatoes, and 9 pounds of rice. That's it. Our stores are still quite good, but we do have to feed the people in the office too. Let's make little bags for our money that we can hide in our clothes if we have to leave here. And so it goes on all day. That's all I hear. Invasion, invasion, only invasion. I'm very calm about it. I don't care now whether I live or die. I'll just keep on with my work and hope that everything will be all right in the end.